Hey everyone, here is the general reading that if you didn't watch it, there's a prior video that has a discussion leading up to this reading. So the reading, we're going to get into what is it you're trying to heal from, more or less. What does that look like for you, and what are some steps that we can start to take to get you on your healing journey. So I hope you enjoy, guys. Hi guys, welcome back. If you did not watch the prior video, I'll probably name it something like "Let's Talk About Healing." This is going to be the reading that goes with that. So if you're interested, I will link it below. You can watch this by itself, but I've just had a lot of downloads and messages coming through about somebody who is starting on a healing journey, basically, but isn't quite sure what that means or what that looks like. So the spread I'm going to do is called "The Devil's in the Details," and it's kind of like looking at your patterns and like things that have affected you, how it's affected you in the past, how it's affecting you now. So instead of your like patterns, I think maybe we'll ask, what is the main thing you need to like heal from right now, and how has that affected you all along? I'm gonna start with some oracle cards first, and then I'll lay out the tarot. So Miss Cersei, you have to get down. You have to get down. Don't laugh. I know. Okay. She's so cute. Alright, let's I'm gonna see what goddess's energy can you call in, or learn what they're all about, that will help you understand your own healing journey. So let's see, what goddess will best help collective right now? Cersei, what are you doing? Cersei is the best goddess. Her name is actually Bast. Thank you, Spirit. I'm really trying to. I've been meditating a lot lately. I really need to keep it together and be clear on my next moves for so many things. So you should too. Try meditating. I do guided meditations. Oh, is it Lauren B? She has a nice voice. She has good length ones. There are ones I listen for different things. For like sleep ones, for longer ones. There are a couple different ones. But yeah, it works. It's. Listen, I don't just say I do the work. I don't just say I do the work. Make a couple videos and be like, I'm healed. I've worked at myself. And that means, what's, I don't say wrong with you. What are your negative things? Not just what everyone's done to you. Whatever traumatic thing happened to you, no, you didn't deserve whatever the thing happened to you. That's not what I'm saying. But when you get stuck in the after that, because it changes who you are, don't turn into that person. Because then you turn into what you hate. You do, because you get angry. And then you turn just projecting it to the world. Okay, what goddess energy? I did enough talking in the last one. That's what that was for. This is for the reading. What goddess should collective call on for strength and guidance? Well, you got more than one. You must really need them. We have Demeter and Artemis. I nurture growth in myself and in nature. And Artemis, freedom is my choice, my right, and my power. So even if you're a male, you can call on powerful goddess because they're badass, so you probably need it. Yeah. Maybe you should go out in nature a little bit. Maybe. Let's see what the books say. Demeter, Greek goddess of agriculture and fertility. Nourishment, growth, sustainability, and rebirth. Nice. Demeter's story is closely linked, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but is closely linked to the changing seasons. Her sorrow due to her daughter Persephone's imprisonment in the underworld for 6 months of the year causes winter's barrenness. Sorry. As a nurturer of the earth, Demeter is commonly shown with a sheaf of wheat indicating her role in sustaining life. The end of her mourning period when her daughter returns ushers in spring, bringing renewal and growth. This cycle of nature's dormancy and revival is central to her mythology, symbolizing life's resilience and the continual renewal inherent in the natural world. A little ritual. Engage in the act of nurturing, such as gardening or feeding birds. Reflect on how this act helps something to grow or thrive. care for something. Mm-hmm. Artemis, Greek goddess of wild animals, the hunt in the moon. Freedom, self-respect, patience, and personal power. Artemis has been known as mistress of animals and torchbringer, but she casts light in many different ways. Should she cross your path, for you will never be able to cross hers unharmed, she may choose to share her brightness, but only if you treat her with respect. One fateful day, while wandering through the woods in search of her, the hunter Actaeon spied lustfully at her naked form. In one swift flick of the hand, she transformed him into a stag, and he was killed by his own hunting dogs. It was a lesson that this virgin goddess will never be dishonored or tarned. Tamed. The words are really... I'm like, tarned? What the hell is tarned? Tamed. Ritual. This ritual encourages embracing and respecting your personal freedom. Mimic the actions of drawing a bow, focusing on a target in the distance. As you imagine releasing the arrow, let go of any stress or worry. I was gonna say, she has like Sagittarius vibes when I was first reading the beginning of it. Like, yeah. Or like Temperance, right? But now with the arrow, it's like, I'm like, yeah. Alright. Let's see if anything comes out here. If it doesn't, I'll just move on. Sometimes they don't want to talk. But I did want a goddess, so. I'm so sad that it's like 8:40 on Sunday. And I'm not up for summer. I just want to stay home. I'll go. I know what I'm walking into. So much stuff. Anyway. I wish I could throw everything away and be like, I don't know, I lost it. I don't know, it's here when I left. Crazy. Whoops. Like that. Isn't there like a mail carrier? Years ago, it just left piles of mail. Like someplace he just dumped it off the side of the road. He's like, I'm done with this. What? I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Choice. He's good. Thank you, Spirit. I like that. I'm gonna do overhead too. I have my daughter's old iPhone. I'm gonna try to do 2 angles, but it's locked. She factory reset it, but it's still locked, so I have to hook it up to a computer and do it that way. Whatever. Alright, so we have choice, expand, and pay attention. Choice. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. Eliminate everyone else's input and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. Remember I told you that. Kinda. Expand. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. Pay attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs you're being given, both subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life. So, pay attention to the choices and pick the one that's best, that will best expand your healing as you go along. Remember I said it's step by step. It's like one thing at a time. So if you get to this one thing, you're like, okay, what's the best thing? What's gonna make me happy, regardless of anybody else? It's not about them. Just like whoever did bad things to you, or unkind things to you, or not even whatever, it wasn't about you, right? So whatever it is you need to heal, whether it's I just can't be around you right now, certain people, friends, family, whatever. If you just can't handle someone right now, that's your choice. You're not obligated. Just remember that. And if someone gets mad, it's not about them. They're making it about them. You're trying to heal. Just remember that. Don't let people make you feel bad for doing what's best for you. They should be doing what's best for them, not sitting around trying to make you feel bad to do it for them. Think about it. Like, why are you spending so much time and energy being mad at me because I didn't do, not me personally, but you know, scenario. Why are you being so mad at me? Because I didn't do something you could have done yourself. What? No. Or, you know, as you go through this healing process, people are going to start looking different to you. And even people, like, you wish didn't, and you're trying to, come on, pull through. you can't help it. You can't help it, and it's just gonna happen. Some people can't come with you. And give them a chance. And some people will be like, yeah, you know, you're gonna hear people too. That's why it's hard to believe, because a lot of people will be like, yeah, I'm doing so good. Or not, or just, you know, lie by omission. But there are signs. There are signs that, no, you've learned to sound like it, though. There are signs. They can only hold it so much. Because they haven't healed yet. It's not their fault. We all do it. But we don't want to admit it. Because if we admit it, then we're admitting it. And then we have to address it. Or we like, well, that's just who I am. Well, because before you were a dick, who were you? Yeah. Not a dick, but you know what I mean. Usually by the time you get to the point that you're refusing to heal, you're pretty much a dick. Yeah. Okay. Let's get these cards out. I have a couple more oracle cards, but I'm not going to do them. We're not doing all that today. I got a new dog across the hall from me. I love all animals. I like dogs. I don't want a dog. Because I do not want to go out and walk that dog. Ever. I don't want that responsibility. I don't want any responsibilities. If you can't tell, like, the thread of my, my videos, I'm like, I don't want a fucking house. Are you kidding me? I want that responsibility. I'm like, I don't want a dog. I don't want that responsibility. I don't know. I have 2 children who are adults. I love my kids. Kids are different. The dog is like, oh, I made this decision to do this. Cats? Yeah. For sure. We be chilling. She comes and tells me when she wants to. We're good. I'm like, oh, I can pet you? Oh, thank you, Cersei. I appreciate you allowing me to pet you. Alright, this spread is devils in the details. So we're gonna find out what it is that the main thing you're trying to heal from right now. And then, you know, how it's affecting you. Past, currently, you know, what is the trigger for this? Guidance and message from your future self. Just a little bit of insight to help you out here. It's hard, man. I don't have anybody to talk to. That's the only time I went to therapy. My therapist was awesome. Matter of fact, I should send him my tarot channel, because he sent me videos from Wayne Dyer. And now I think back, I'm like, interesting. Why did you send me those, sir? He's a little kind of hippy-dippy. But not at the same time. I don't know. He's awesome. And then my job changed, my schedule changed. I stopped going. I'm like, I'm fine. I'm good now. Appreciate you. And he was just a therapist, so it was like he wasn't trying to shove medication down my throat, and like he was cool. It was like it was comfortable. He used to laugh because I'd come in and be like, how was your week? And he's like, I was ask you that? I'm like, I guess. What's new? I adapt very well to the situation. I do. I was in the hospital when I was younger for when I was 23. Probably a month total. And I was like, I had so much fun. That's how I was leaving. And I was like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, oh, I had so much fun. I got voted the best patient on the floor at Mass General. Same. Alright. What is it that you, the main things, that you're trying to heal from? How has this affected you in the past? It's getting a little big. It's getting a little big. I think I just need to cut down the wick a little bit. How is it currently affecting you? The cards are face down right now, by the way. Just say no. I do it however it comes out. Sometimes I don't. I noticed that. I was like, why did I do it like that? Whoever's guiding me recently, this is the thing. Okay. Who am I? Just a messenger. Any trigger or something that's a tell about this that you need to know. Guidance and message from future self. Right. Bottom of the deck. Thing. 3 of Swords. Your heart's a little sore. And you're thinking about it. You're falling on the heartache. Alright. The Chariot. The Chariot, the 10 of Swords and Strength. This is the main thing that's on your mind that you're trying to heal from. Well, I'll get more information, but I'm not taking that as that. I'm taking that as the issue, because the underlying issue is trying to move forward after this. So you've gotten through it, right? And now you're like, okay, what the hell? I got through it. What do I do now? Am I even strong enough to get through, to do even more? When I clarify, we'll get more. Actually, I think I need more, because I can't, if I don't know what it is. Or someone left. Or you had to leave someone or something, or Yep. Mm-hmm. I think someone left you not happy. Like the final straw. Like they're not coming back. Or this is like the most current thing that like made you like, I'm not feeling like, It could be someone passed away. I didn't get it initially, but now I'm kind of like, maybe for some people it is. Anyway, it's someone who left your life. If it's like a significant other, it was like, that's it. I'm done. This is the last time. And it was someone who passed away. They passed away. But it's a significant person if they did. Alright, how has this affected you in the past? Or has it? The World, Page of Swords, and Ace of Swords. How it affected you in the past is definitely, brought the ending to a cycle, a chapter, or whatever. The leaving. And I think you gain a little wisdom from it, whatever it was, and you're like, oh. But, yeah, you feel a little, almost like juvenile. Like, how could I be going through a heartbreak? How can I be going through a heartbreak like this at this age, whatever age you are? That's not like a teenager, you're like, what the heck? Like, but you're really, really heartbroken about this. Or if it's someone who passed away, it could have either brought up some truth that you didn't know before. You know how like sometimes that happens at like wakes and stuff like that, families together, and you find out something you didn't know. Or because if it is someone who passed away, it's someone significant. You never dealt with this before, and you're trying to intellectually work that out, and you're like, how do I do this? And you're trying to like malfunction. But whatever it was, whatever it was, that you found out made you have like choose some clarity, or have it was like significant. It was or it will be something that you like. It might be something that you've wondered since you were a kid. You never asked, or you couldn't ask until the person wasn't around. I don't know. I don't know. But if it's just you know, the relationship, you're kind of having a hard time navigating it, but it gives you it teaches you how to like realize you have to start thinking about this clearly, and that's when you're like, well, what do I do to like intellectually kind of get through this? But you might not be able to. That might be part of it. You might be so like, I just need to 2 + 2 is 4. That could be it. That's why you don't know how to heal, because you're like, that doesn't even make sense. Oh, maybe you're an Aquarius. Because there's a lot of swords out here. You could be. Because they are like, does not compute. Sometimes, like, well, healing, my friend, you have to, like, you know, emotions, and things like emotions. I don't have emotions today. This is my off day. Like, well, schedule it in and think about it. Yeah. Alright, how is this all currently affecting you? The moon, the hermit, Virgo. Well, okay, so Virgo too. Virgo's a perfectionist. Virgo's like, why? It would be like 3 seconds. Like, why am I not over this yet? What's malfunctioning in my perfect body that I haven't gotten over this yet? Meanwhile, they're so sensitive, and it's just a front. That's why you haven't gotten over it yet. How it's affecting you currently, the moon. I think that's indicating it's like all of a sudden the like emotional things are kind of Spirit's like, just the moon right now. We're not going to bring out the sun yet. No sun yet. No sun. Just a little moonlight. We're going to get some twinkle lights out here on the emotions. We're going to call a little attention in. Yeah. You're like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I really feel like you're like, I don't know why I feel like this. And, you know, the unknown, I feel like, if it's a relationship, sometimes you have those lingering questions, or it's like, how can this person do this to me? That could be it too. Like, what happened? Yeah. If it's someone who passed away, if there's things unknown about that, I kind of feel like the moon, if it's someone who passed away, it's more like, think about things you never said that you should have said. Yeah. Hermit Hermit. I do think regardless of the scenario, you are way into your self-analysis. Again, I got that isolated feeling. I don't think, even if you have people around you, I don't think you trust them enough to talk to them about your feelings. Man or woman, mind you. I feel like I get a lot of masculine messages though. And the High Priestess. Yeah, I think you're like, hello? Is this how it works? Hello? Yeah, sure. You can do it that way. They'll hear you. I think you're swirling in your self-analysis, and I think you are seeking guidance, and I think you're like maybe trying to like learn how to listen to your intuition and stuff like that. If it's traumatizing enough, it might be sending you right into a spiritual awakening. Welcome, maybe, and then you will have a tarot channel. Yeah. All right, let's see. All right, so what is something you need to watch for that this doesn't happen again? What trigger, something like that? You know, like what is the like red flag? Well, you can't really not have someone die, but it can be how you deal with it, right? Yeah. So if you're slipping, let's see. You might have left. You might have left. You left. It was you. Yeah. Okay. You left. Because what you need to watch out for is, when you get like this fight or flight feeling. And you just leave. And if it's somebody who died, I think you're just not comfortable with death. I just think you're not comfortable with death. I don't think you like to be around it, near it, talk about it, anything. But if it's like a relationship or a job or whatever, you're like, bye. I'm out. You're like, what? You're like, I won this battle. You're like, what battle did you win? Yeah. I think you get in your head and you're like, I'm gonna leave. And I think that, I think that hurt you more than you let on when you sabotage yourself like that. Well, cat hair on everything. Sorry. Guidance. 6 of Cups. Stay around people and environments that feel safe. That is so important. And if that means by yourself, then that means by yourself. I was just by myself for 5 days and I didn't talk to anybody for 5 days except for the guy at the gas station. And it was great. Learn to be around people who care about you. And then, like I said, if you don't have anybody, if you don't have anybody who cares about you, don't be around anybody. Why the hell do you want to be around them anyways? I feel like someone has somebody around them that I don't know. They say they want you to do good. Because that's what they're supposed to say. But if you do good, you're probably not going to want to be around them. So when you start to do good, they act up. So it throws you off. And then they call you a narcissist. When you react after being under the stress of trying to do the right thing and then being sabotaged. So one of you are around a covert narcissist who has probably been doing this to you for years. Man or woman. Just when you think you get away, they can even date other people. Alright, message from future self. Word! 6 of Wands. Being recognized for your accomplishments. Alright. I think your future self feels good. So you must put in the work because they're like, yeah, we're good. That's why you're like, we're good. Let me see if I can clarify a little bit. It's a little late for a work night, but let me see. I'll use the little ones. I've been good lately. Alright, we're just gonna clarify kind of a little speed run spirit. I did it like this because maybe 2 years ago now like 2 years ago my setup was someplace else and I liked the camera angle. And I was like, how did I have it? But I have to have the wall behind me. The way the camera goes, I hate it. I hate my camera. I hate this stand. Do I ever get a new one? No, I don't. Because I'm like, well, that's fine. I don't really need another one. It is. I'm just picky. I don't know why I'm so picky about my camera angle. I don't ask questions. Okay. Alright, Spirit. Cool. Thank you. 8 of Wands. Hermit. I'll tell you exactly what. I feel like the Eight of Wands in this, to clarify, is the anxiety, that fight or flight that comes in, and then you hermit and you overthink things, and you're like, I'm gonna go. Yeah. I think you project. I think you ask advice. Do you think I should leave my job? Do you think I should leave this person? Tell me about the world, for how it's affected collective in the past. Thank you. High Priestess. Yeah, you feel like you can see it coming. You're projecting on people. You're predicting outcomes that haven't happened yet. And I think by you doing that causes the endings. Kind of Page of Swords on the Page of Swords. I don't think you know how to handle your thoughts, your little thoughts. Like, I'm just gonna run and just go. You're just like, you don't have any it's like you don't have any self-control over it. That's what it's making me feel like. Like you can't just like for a second. Maybe this time it's making you realize that you do it. The Fool. Because every time you do it, you gotta start over. Yeah. Yep. And that's what you realize. How it affected you in the past, bringing things to an end. But it's almost like you manifest it, right? And then the Page of Swords, you get like this new or you find out you shouldn't have, or you find out a little bit of information. Like I said, I feel like this is just telling me like you just take too quick action. You're like, phew, alright. You're like, oh yeah, okay, I'm done. Yeah. And you realize this. You realize that every time that you do this cycle, every time, you have to restart. You're like, oh my god, I do this every time. Yeah, you're realizing the cycle. You go back to zero, and then you're like, whoop. Yeah. It made you want to stop it. Ooh, how is it affecting them currently? With the moon first. Every time I procrastinate doing a reading and then I do it, I'm like, I could have done like 18 of them. I'm like, nah. Let's do a little meditation first. And I'm like, oh, let's take a nap. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups came face down. To me, when that happens, I take it as significant, but something you don't want to look at. Which makes sense, because the Eight of Cups is walking away from something basically that really isn't serving you anymore. You're going to look for the cup you want. So, how it's affecting you now is all the little moonlight coming out on your little emotions. You're kind of because it's a Knight of Swords. right? So you're like, oh! Yeah, like as soon as you think you know what's happened, that's what it is. That's what it is. Before you're like, I gotta go. And now you're like, I know what it is. Slow down. The message earlier from the beta fish. Slow down. You think you know the end of the sentence. That's your lesson too. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I feel like you realize that you do the cycle of walking away, thinking there's a better cup out there. And so you're like, I figured it out. You're doing it again, and just in a different way. But because this was upside down, I mean, face down, I don't know, maybe it's like, no, because it's still the Knight of Swords. You just want to, you just want to figure out how to fix it. And that's why you're like, how do I heal from this? I think you realize kind of the cycle. I think you're kind of realizing the pattern, but like, how do I stop it? How do I know when it started? How do I recognize, no, I don't want this job. No, I don't want your number. Whatever. Yeah, and then you're going within and kind of trying to figure it out. But your initial reaction is to fucking take off and go yell it from the rooftops like, alright. So me, oh, here's another one down. The Chariot. That's so funny, because you know about walking away, and you know about the Chariot. But you don't want to think about it. But that's what you need to think about. Maybe that's your problem. You're the hermit is in there not wanting to think about the problem. What are you thinking about? What are you working on if it's not the problem? That's maybe where your confusion is. She's like, what am I supposed to heal? I don't know, the problem? It must be something else. I must need magnesium. Maybe. Probably do. But that's that's not what you need to do to heal this. Probably get you a good night's sleep though. Maybe it'll make you think a little better. Can I have another one for the hermit? Other than it doesn't. It's like, what are you doing? Did you go in the confessional and not confess anything? You don't know how to do it. Yeah, that's it. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just sarcastic. Seven of Cups. So yeah, you're trying to heal. Just like I said. You're going within. You're like, here I am. That's how I used to. I think I probably told the story before. Don't recollect. I used to work out. I used to lift weights. And then I decided I was going to try yoga. Now. Sure. Then. No. I know. It was my therapy. Yoga wasn't enough. My point is, at the end, everyone lay there for like 5 minutes with their eyes closed, and I was like, everybody really has their eyes closed? You don't know where to start. That's what this is for. that's how it's currently affecting you. Like, I don't know what to do to fix this. Yeah. I'm sarcastic as I'm working it out. I always get angry and then I come down. Not angry, just like excited. Like, I'm like, oh my god, do you even believe? I swear to god, I trigger my coworker because I'm like, so like, I'm like, no, I'm not actually yelling at you. I'm yelling about this to you. Yeah. And you're asking for guidance. You're asking everybody for guidance. If you're here, you're asking for guidance, right? Gladly. What's this High Priestess? That fell out and came right back in. That was bizarre. Nine of Swords. A lot of swords. It's keeping you up at night, basically, like praying. And trying to go over, rehash things in your head. You know, and again, if it's somebody who passed away, like, same. Like, you how do I get over this ache? I think that the Seven of Cups with the Hermit, if it's someone who passed away, you're like, how do I not think of this person every second of my life when they've been there every second of my life or whatever, you know? It's like, it's hard. What is the trigger, common denominator, red flag, starting point? That they have the issue with. So death. And then we have the Five of Swords. So many swords. You're in your head. Again, it could be an air sign, but you're definitely in your head. Yeah. Yeah. Your trigger is one, like I said, one to leave. One, death and rebirth, right? And that new thing, like a serial monogamous would do, type of thing. Not necessarily, you don't have, I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're monogamous or not. But with the Five of Swords, to clarify it, it's like win at all costs. You're like, you get like almost like fear of abandonment, and you're like, I'm gonna leave you first, okay? Don't even think about it. I'm gonna take all my swords and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Yeah. You're afraid they're gonna do it first. Can't blame you. If you feel that way, it's a reason from your history, you know. Guidance. What is the Six of Cups? Queen of Cups. Yeah, you need to be nurtured and loved, and, you know, take a breath so you can calm your nervous system, so you can get your emotions back in order and get a little stability and self-care, and you know, it's good that they want that the isolation's coming, whether they want you to or you want it or whatever, because in the isolation is when you're gonna hear yourself more. And Queen of Cups is intuitive too, not just the High Priestess, so they're both showing up. But I think it's a lot of self-love. It's a lot of finding who feels like home, places that feel like home, comfort, peace. You know, that's what you need right now. That's what you need. Not even necessarily to hear from this leaving, because sure, that's what's triggering this heartache. But I think this scenario, you're just tired of it. This is not your first chariot. You're tired. And if it's somebody who passed away, same thing.
message from future self. Ooh. Almost too many. Okay, so we have 6 of Cups again. 6 of Pentacles and 4 Swords. With the Victory. I'm getting a couple things. I'm getting confirmation about being around the warm family feeling, you know. I'm also hearing, as you kind of learn to do this, because again, not really easy for you, I don't think, to reach out and be like, hey, I'm sad. Right? Yeah, yeah. Learn to trust people who say they want to help you. And rest. Let people take care of you and rest. And that will bring you to your victory. You know, or maybe you need to volunteer someplace. The Goddess card was saying to like nurture and take care of something, so you could be taking care of something to distract yourself and give yourself purpose. You know, that's always a good thing, is to give yourself purpose. I remember my uncle, when my aunt died, it was awful. She went to the hospital. She had pancreatitis. She died in 36 hours. It was like, what? Crazy. But when she passed away, they had a dog. And that he had to get up and take that dog out every day. It sounds like something little, but it's not. If you have purpose other than yourself, it'll motivate you a little bit more. Tower at the bottom of this deck. Yeah, your life's a little upheaval. Or it was, you know, it's the of the destruction, and now you're like, okay, what do I do? One day at a time. Sorry, one day at a time. I'm gonna get one of these cards. That's all you can do. It seems like you're pretty okay, but it's like the emotional part, and it's like wanting to take action and fix things and do things, and why isn't this done? That vibe. Like, alright, this isn't perfect, I'm leaving. You might be a Virgo. Like, all jokes aside. The Hermit came up a couple times. Not one, two. Not too many other Earth. I don't know what other Earth sign. Earth card is Virgo. Oh, there's one other Earth. So. That's crazy. There's only one pentacle out here. You know what it is? I think taking time and learning how to trust the people that you know care about you is good practice for learning cues, you know? What do they look like versus somebody who doesn't have a good intention for you? And that's a good contrast to have. I know, because my parents love me to death. My parents love me more than anything in this world. Some people don't. I should have recognized it when I did more so when I was younger, and then something happened. Yeah. Who am I ready to forgive? Maybe yourself. I'm ready to forgive myself for waiting until this time on Sunday to do this reading that I was planning on doing all weekend, since Friday morning. I digress. I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. Isn't that fitting? You're not what happened to you. You are not the trauma loop you keep putting yourself into. You are not the abusive relationship you were in. You are not the shitty ass parent, you know, that you had. You're not that scared little kid, or, you know, you're not. You're not. You're being responsible and mature, and you're looking at it, and you're gonna fix it the right way instead of just not looking at it. It's time to let go. Oh no, is it time to let go? Forgive and move on? Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Maybe yourself. Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. Look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become, and how is this resistance holding you from what your soul wants? Today's soul action: write a forgiveness letter. Then practice in prayer today. Practice in this prayer today while thinking of the person you are ready to forgive. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Say that to yourself first. I love you. I love you. I'm gonna love my bed more. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out with me for a while. If you did. Again, I'll try my very best to link the other video. Try to remember anyway. And good luck on your healing journey. It seems like, you know, the fact that you are motivated to want to figure out how to do it the right way, not to be like, I'm healing, I'm drinking matcha. That's good. That's great. Keep it up. Don't worry when you screw up, because we all do. I do every day. Like and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe. And I'll see you on the next video. Good night, guys.